Welcome to the channel Bartho the Stick. Have you ever found yourself just staring into the fridge, like you're waiting for a life-changing prophecy to appear behind the ketchup? Or maybe you open your phone to check one notification, and suddenly, it's 3 hours later, and you're watching a raccoon wash grapes? Yeah, same here. For years, I wasn't just someone who got distracted. I was the distraction. I could have written a book called How to Never Finish Anything, if I had ever finished it. But one day I got tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. It was the kind of tired that whispers, "You're not really living. You're just buffering." That's when I knew something had to change. So here are the 7 things I did to stop being so easily distracted. No productivity guru stuff. Number 5, AM cold showers. Just honest tools from one beautifully messy human to another. 1. I took the power away from my phone. That little rectangle had more power over my life than my own brain. I used to wake up, and before I even opened my eyes properly, I'd be on Instagram. So I started leaving my phone in another room when I needed to focus. At first, it felt like I'd lost a part of my soul. But after a few days, that panic faded. Silence stopped feeling like punishment. It started to feel like peace. 2. I said no to every shiny thought. I used to chase every thought like a dog chasing squirrels. Maybe I should reorganize my closet. What if I started a sourdough blog? Wait, how are jelly beans made? Now, when a random idea pops up, I write it down and finish what I was doing. Most of the time, I never go back to those ideas because they weren't actually important. They were just my brain hunting for a dopamine snack. 3. I created a focus-friendly environment. I used to try to focus in the same places I did everything else. My bed, the couch, the floor, don't judge. But those places were filled with mixed signals for my brain. Oh, we're lying here? That must be nap time, Netflix, or emotional crisis. So I created a small focus zone. Just a corner, a chair, a space that quietly said, "Here, we do the work." It trained my brain like a puppy. Repetition, routine, focus. 4. I made boredom legal again. Remember when we were kids and we'd just stare at the sky for an hour? And that wasn't a waste of time. That was just Tuesday. Now, the second we feel bored, we sprint to distractions like they're oxygen. So I unlearned that. I gave myself 5-minute pockets of nothing. No music, no scrolling, just being. At first, time dragged. But then something shifted. My thoughts got clearer. The more I practiced boredom, the less I craved distractions. 5. I made a deal with future me. This one sounds strange, but hear me out. Whenever I wanted to procrastinate, I'd ask, how's future me going to feel about this? Future me became this wiser version of myself. Quiet, patient, slightly annoyed, like, really? This again? So I started doing things for them. Not the me who wanted comfort now. The me who deserved better later. Sometimes I even wrote notes to them. Hey, I know this sucks now, but I'm doing it for you. It may sound cheesy, but it worked. 6. I learned the difference between real rest and fake rest. Not the fake kind of rest where you're lying down, but your brain's running marathons across TikTok, YouTube, memes, and back again. I'm talking about real rest. The kind that makes your nervous system exhale and your bones whisper, "Thank you." For the longest time, I thought zoning out was the same as recharging. But I always ended up feeling worse. Mentally bloated, emotionally tired, spiritually dehydrated. So I started treating rest like something sacred. Lights down, phone across the room, tea, cozy blanket, quiet. Not to be aesthetic, just to tell my brain, it's safe to stop now. I stopped wearing exhaustion like a badge of honor. There's no gold medal at the finish line of burnout, just a crash. And sometimes, the bravest thing I do is say no to the voice that says I haven't earned rest. Because that voice is lying. Rest isn't something you earn. It's something you need. And when I finally rested for real, not just numb myself, something amazing happened. I stopped needing distractions just to survive the day. 7. I forgave myself. For every task I didn't finish, every promise I broke to myself, I forgave me. Because shame? Shame is like walking around with a backpack full of bricks and wondering why you're so tired. I used to beat myself up. Why are you like this? You're so lazy. But that just pushed me deeper into distraction. So I stopped fighting and started being kind, like a good friend would be. I began treating focus like coming home. One misstep didn't mean the whole journey was over. Here's the truth. No one ever beat themselves into greatness. But a lot of people have loved themselves into healing. And honestly, I still mess up. Sometimes I go for a glass of water and end up alphabetizing my spice rack. Sometimes I doom scroll. Sometimes I forget everything I just told you. But now, I come back faster. I laugh at myself more. And I stop the spiral before it becomes a tornado. That's what real progress looks like. Not perfection, but returning. Again and again. Final story. The leaves keep falling. There's this story that lives rent-free in my head. A monk was sweeping leaves in the same courtyard. Every day, same broom, same spot. A young student finally asked, "Master, why do you sweep if the leaves keep falling?" The monk smiled and said, "Because the leaves keep falling. That's it. Distractions will always come. Thoughts, noise, chaos. It never stops. But we return. We keep sweeping. We keep coming back. That's the practice. That's the beauty. So if your brain feels like a cluttered desktop, if your focus feels like it's made of paper mache in a hurricane, you're not broken. You're not failing. You're just human. And this is hard sometimes. But you can always come back. One pause, one breath, one choice at a time. You're not starting over. You're continuing. And I'm proud of you for that. And hey, if you made it this far in the video without getting distracted, that's not just proof. That's a miracle. In 2025, you did that. You're already doing it. And you don't need to be perfect. You just need to return. Again and again. If no one's told you this today, I will. You've got this. I see you. Now go sweep your leaves. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to Bartho the Stick and share in the comments what you've been doing to eliminate distractions from your life.